Hello, Honors Algebra 2. I hope you all have thoroughly enjoyed your summer, and I hope you are all just excited to come in and learn Algebra 2 with me because it's going to be awesome. For those of you I haven't met, I'm Mrs. Duran, and I'm your Honors Algebra 2 teacher. I also teach the Honors and Non-Honors Pre-Calculus and the EP Calculus, so chances are you're going to have me for the next couple of years. You might also notice, if you've been in my room at all, that this is not my room. We are currently displaced because of construction, so we are actually downstairs next to Mrs. Dollahan, but we should be moving back into my original classroom upstairs in the math hallway sometime in September, hopefully sooner rather than later. I am also actually on maternity leave, so I'm not going to be the teacher that's in the classroom with you for that first month, but I will be back September 8th. That being said, all of your instruction is still coming from me. So every day, I will be posting a lesson video. So it's me teaching the lesson. It's just pre-recorded, and it will be how you learn for that first month. And then when we come back, of course, I will be teaching in front of you. This is wonderful because we do have some online virtual learners in this class, which means that the instruction that you're getting is the same instruction that they're getting. Okay, so all of the materials and the instruction will be identical regardless of whether you're in class or you're online learning. That being said, there are a couple things that I do want to go over with you just because I know you haven't had me before, so you're not familiar with my classroom procedures and rules. Just know that the material that I'm going to go over with you right now or include in this video, you're also going to go over on the first day of school with the substitute. Okay, so it's going to be the same information. I just want to make sure that you're really understanding what it is that I'm saying and that you understand how the class is going to run. So the first thing is we are down to 50-minute classes, which means that you need to be in your seat doing what I ask you to do when that bell rings. Sometimes it's going to be a bell ringer. Sometimes it's going to be, hey, pull up today's lesson or today's notes and get ready to learn. Okay, it could be something different every day, but there will be an expectation when you come into the classroom of what you're supposed to be getting started with. Also, I need you to come to class prepared. So this is a math class, which means you do need to have calculators. If you don't have a calculator, I have a ton. Okay, so you can always use one of my yellow calculators, which is my classroom set, as long as you return it at the end of class. There will also be a time where you might need a graphing calculator in this class, in which case I have some that you can check out as long as they get returned to me. I also have 10 graphing calculators that are yellow that I include as my classroom set as well. So you are always welcome to use those again as long as they get returned. Okay? Technically, my syllabus does say no food or drinks in class. I'm not a huge stickler on that. I prefer if you just bring water in case something were to get spilt. But if you have a drink with you and you want to drink it, that's perfectly fine as long as it's not disrupting class in any way. Same thing with food. So I don't mind if you bring snacks in. However, I don't want you to have a full meal going on in Algebra 2. Okay? So snacks are fine. If you want to bring pretzels, actually I sometimes have snacks in class, you never know. But if you want to bring like pretzels or chips or something, that's perfectly fine with me. Okay? You need to be sure that you have your laptop and charger with you every single day. As I said, I'm on maternity leave, which means that all of your instruction is being done by video, which means you need to have your computer so that you can watch my videos and check out the homework and anything else I'm asking you to do. Don't be the person that comes to class with your computer at 3% and you don't have a charger and you need to hurry and find one. Okay, make sure you bring those with you. You can have backpacks with you this school year so far, so there's no reason not to have it with you. Okay, plenty of room. So you need to bring your computer and charger. You also need to bring an ink pen to grade your homework with. I only let you grade in pen, so be sure you have one. And then something to take your notes with, so I don't care if you take notes with a crayon or a marker or a pencil or a pen. That is your personal preference, and that's fine. You also need to have loose leaf paper. I always have some, just in case. Like, we've all had those days where we just leave and forget everything at home, but I don't have enough to provide paper for everyone every day. So please be bringing that with you. It actually is really helpful if you actually have like a math notebook, just to keep all of your notes organized because you do take paper notes. And then you need to be sure you have a calculator of some form. Your cell phone does not count as a calculator, okay? Which brings me to my next policy. No cell phones. I have calculators in my room, so you don't need the calculator app. And everyone you could possibly want to talk to is already in this classroom. or you're going to see them in 50 minutes. So there's really no point. So just leave your cell phone put away. If I have to ask you the first time, it's just a warning, hey, put it away. If I have to ask you again, I can take it. Okay, and if I have to ask more than that, it becomes an issue and I need to contact your parents. Okay, so just don't do it. There's really no need. If you are absent, your homework is still due that next day. Okay, so as I said before, all of the materials that you're learning with or going over in class are also available online. So if you're absent on Monday, there's no reason that you can't work through that lesson at home and have the homework done, ready to turn in on Tuesday. This is an honors course, which means I'm going to be very strict on due dates. Okay, so if you do not turn in your homework the day that it's due, I will automatically penalize you when I grade it. Okay, so you can't receive full credit. I will only accept that work for 1 week. After 1 week, don't bother, like you can turn it in, but you're not going to get a point, any score for it. Okay, because we're going to move so quickly that after a week, who knows what we could be learning or where we could be in the content. Okay, so you need to be responsible for your work and getting it done and turned in on time. I understand that sometimes things happen. Just come talk to me. I'm a really nice person, I promise. So if there's a really big issue and you just did not get your homework done last night or you really didn't understand it, talk to me. I'm more than happy to work with you. Just know that I'm not going to do that all the time. So if you always come to me and you never have your homework done, there's an issue and you're probably going to be moved to my SRT. So I can sit there next to you and make sure you get it done. Okay, so just make sure that you are getting your homework done. If you really don't understand the content or you have some questions, email me. Even on maternity leave, I'm going to email you back and I'm going to try and help you. Okay, I promise I will always try and help you. If you are a virtual learner, email me. We can always set up a time to Google Meet. Okay, so we can like video chat on Google and then I can provide some assistance or whatever assistance you need. Okay, never be afraid to ask for help because this is a math class. It is an honors math class, so we're going to move pretty quickly. The sooner you ask for help and get clarification, the better off you're going to be. Okay, also in this class, we will be taking quizzes and tests pretty consistently. Quizzes, I typically allow you to correct for half credit back. That is not always true, but it is typically true. Tests, the score is the score. There's no corrections, there's no redos, there's no nothing. Okay? So please be sure that you're keeping up with the content. That way, when we have these assessments, you do the best that you possibly can. Whenever we have a test, we will always have at least one review day before the test. If you miss a review day, but you're here on the test day, you're still taking the test. Okay? Because the review is given to you at least 2 class periods ahead of time. And I do end up posting an answer key. Okay, so there's no reason that you can't go through, do the work, and check. Again, if you're having issues, email me, and I'll do whatever I can to help you out. Okay? If you miss a quiz or a test, you have 2 days to make it up or to do it. Okay, so if you miss a test on Monday, you have until Wednesday, Thursday to get it done. Also, you will not have in-class time to do it because there's no way that you can take a test and be learning the content at the same time. So you're going to need to email me to schedule a time to come in before school or stay after school and get the test done. Okay, I will not be reaching out to you to schedule this time. You need to be responsible and email me and contact me to schedule this test or quiz, okay? After 2 days, unless there are extenuating circumstances, you can't take the quiz or test, okay? Again, if you're super sick and you're not here for a week, obviously I'm going to work with you on that. But if you just miss 1 day but you're here the rest of it and you, don't contact me until a week later, tough luck. We're past that point, okay? Let's see what else is in here. Since this is an honors course, we're going to do things a little bit differently than I do in normal Algebra 2. So the weights in here are a little bit different. Your assignments or your homework count for 20% of your final grade. We're also going to be doing projects, and those project grades account for another 20% of your final grade. Your quizzes count for 25% of your final grade, and then tests count for 35% of your final grade. And then the grading scale in here is the same that we use at the high school. So in the 90s, it's an A. In the 80s, it's a B. 70s is a C. 60s is a D. Anything below that is an F. This is an honors course, so it doesn't look very good if you fail. If you do fail, however, you can retake the course. So keep that in mind. Outside of that, please contact me if you ever have any issues. If it's midnight and you're doing your homework and you run into an issue, email me. I'm probably going to be able to answer you pretty close to right away. I just had a newborn, so I'm up all night. And if I'm not, then I will email you as soon as I can, and I will be more than happy to work with you. Okay? So never be afraid to contact me and ask me questions, but do know that if you don't contact me, I'm very strict on when things are due and how things can be done. Okay? This is an honors course again, so I expect a little bit more from you than I would from your non-honors peers. Okay? So that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, and I so look forward to working with you this year and in the future.